Taurus, hi, welcome to your read. We are going to do a quick Celtic cross for you, and I'm also going to use your rising chart. So whatever I talk about here on the iPad is going to be according to Taurus rising. So be sure you're a Taurus rising so that this can resonate better with you. If you're sun sign, it might resonate, but I would focus more on your rising signs because it gives you the best overall picture. Rising signs are important to astrologers, and they give you the actual transit. It's like a GPS for your life, right? I look at the rising sign like the GPS, how to guide it. And so the sun sign is, yeah, that's who you are. That's definitely you. No one can take that away from you, not even your astrologer. That's your sun sign. And it's okay to be proud of your sun sign, but just be aware that there is a rising sign, and that's how we do things, by looking at the ruler and how to guide yourself. Interesting transit for you here, Taurus. You have Libra, which is your 6th house, and you have Scorpio, which is your 7th house of relationships, and you have Mars and Libra staring at each other in each other's homes. And so I do feel like there might be something of distance between you and somebody now, as well as maybe maybe injury. I'm hearing like maybe somebody's in the hospital, that type thing, and maybe you can't see somebody because you can't go in the hospital, that type thing going on, Taurus. As well as, you know, how can I look at the 6th and 7th house here and them looking at each other there when it comes to your love life here? I think, you know, in this Pisces full moon, which is happening tonight, I think it's time for a deep dive in healing for you, Taurus, when it comes to love and relationships. And you know, Mars doesn't like being in Libra, so I think that maybe you don't like being in this position where you have to kind of heal something out, or you might be kind of like laying in bed there and you might be thinking about things that are going on with your life now, things that are going on with your relationship. Maybe your relationship feels like it's a little bit out of reach recently. Well, let's see here. With the general energy, you have the 3 of chalices. You are definitely spending time with friends here. And for the challenge, you have the, what is this? Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Chalices is supporting the energy. In the past, 4 of Chalices. 6 of Swords is your strength upside down, and the Hermit. Yeah, you know, when I said deep dive and the Hermit comes out, we're going to have a deep dive talk. There is definitely discussions of deep diving into what your relationship means. That's the theme. What does your relationship need to heal? What does your relationship need to kind of solidify here? You have the 3 of Chalices. You know, normally when I see the 3 of Chalices, yeah, you know, well, tarot card reader, we think, yeah, there's definitely a third party involved. But I don't think this is so much of a third party involved so much as you spending time with friends. And that might be making the other person jealous. And you know what? I don't think that's a problem, though. I think the real problem is that you've just been having fun. And maybe you're realizing that the people you're connecting to are no longer that much fun. You know, and fun, I think, is a very, you know, tarot card readers, they never talk about fun in relationships. They always talk about, oh, love, emotional healing, coming back. But I think you're starting to realize it's no fun. When Mars is going into Libra here, I think you're realizing the things that you did see in somebody, maybe because they were there for you like financially, or they're there for you physically, emotionally, but maybe it's about the fun for you, Taurus. I think the fun is missing from your relationship recently, because you having to challenge the Ace of Coins, and that's opening up something here, and you have spirit there guiding you here through this portal, and I feel like this is a portal for you to have some sort of fun in your life. I feel like this is a portal for you to really figure out what you want emotionally, because you have the Ace of Chalice here, the ultimate support. I just looked at the picture again because I think it's the High Priestess or the Queen of Cups, because this is the Botticelli. The art is really beautiful on here. But let's use that. Let's use what I got off of that, because they are water signs, right? So, the High Priestess, Ace of Chalice, and the Queen of Chalice. I do believe this is the Queen of Chalices in the Botticelli. I might be wrong. But anyhow, this is a supporting read. This is supporting that what was emotionally feeling good is being questioned now by fun, by, your associations with people. And I feel like maybe the things that are fun, maybe that seemed fun, are no longer that much fun anymore. So you have the Four of Chalices here, and in your past you were unsatisfied with something here. I feel like maybe somebody else was unsatisfied about you too. Maybe you wanted more emotionally from somebody than they were actually giving to your situation, and maybe they weren't giving you everything here. And then you have the Six of Swords upside down here. In your strength, I guess that's you not moving on. That's you saying you don't want to take a break from the relationship. You don't want to take a break from what's going on here. And that's you saying, I'm not going to move away from it. And you want to just have fun. And I think that you want your person to accept you having fun. I'm telling you now, Taurus, with this transition, if somebody's trying to control the situation, if someone's trying to say, hey, why are you always out with your friends, or why are you doing this? It's not going to work. It's not going to work that way. It's not about controlling somebody, how they do their fun. And I do feel that with this Hermit, that you're starting to question where you want your hope to put your hope into. The Hermit in the regular astrology, he's carrying a lantern and he has a star in the lantern. So I do think he's always thinking about what his hopes are, where he wants to take himself. Here he's holding what seems to be a rag, and he's wearing not much of anything. So I think it's you letting go, releasing things, and being kind of minimalist in your approach, and not saying, hey, I want to break up because this is no longer fun. I think this is you just sitting around deep diving and thinking, are you going to sit in somebody's space and wait for the fun to show up? Are you going to wait for them to show up to the Taurus party or not? Your suggested approach, you have the Fool. And what you need to know is the Page of Pentacles upside down. Very two contrasting cards. Yeah, I think if you're trying to leave a situation, but you're not trying to leave the situation because you have this Six of Swords, this is a very contrasting situation. So you might be in your head. You do have swords here. And I think maybe you're in your head space a little bit, and that's not allowing for some emotional stuff to come in. And I do feel like the emotional stuff is coming through for friends, and that's being very healing for you at this time. And maybe you're not allowing yourself to go deep within and think about if this relationship is what you want. Because, right, like, people can look a certain way, and you can have your perfect partner because they look a certain way, they smell a certain way, they do things a certain way, but then I think I just said that in the Aries video. If they're not showing up energetically, what's the point? Right? If they're not showing up for you in your read, in your specific case, if they're not showing up with fun and it seems more like a job, if it seems like you're the one that needs to jump into the situation and you have to show up all the time and this person's not showing up, and I mean not like showing up like they're ghosted you and they come back. I mean like showing up like they're actually there in your space, in your energetical space, but they're just giving you the bare minimum, a message here a day, and then they're just calling you because they have to. I think it's time to really ask yourself, is that what you want? Because in your hopes and fears, you have the Ace of Wands, but it was upside down, right? It's still the Ace of Wands upside down, but I do feel like you're starting to question, because there's no fun in this current connection, maybe, that the passion maybe wasn't even there to begin with. And that's scary, because you maybe don't want to be with somebody that you're not passionate about. Maybe you're stuck in a situation with somebody that there's no passion. I just heard something funny. I don't hear voices, but this is my intuition talking. I'm hearing that the alcohol is a lot more fun for you than the passion with what's going on in this relationship. And you have the Magician upside down in the future, and I think with the Magician upside down is that you want to stop manifesting a specific person. And that's you just wanting to show up and manifest something in a certain way where it shows up passionate, it shows up fun, and it shows up giving into you the same way that you give into it as well. But I think what the main focus for you for this next week for you, Taurus, I think is fun, is the mainstay. Probably for the rest of maybe till mid-October. I think even with the Mercury retrograde going on here in your chart, I think maybe because you have the Fool upside down, right? Or you have the Fool. Well, he wasn't upside down. No, he was upright. But you have the Fool, right? And I think what that's saying is that maybe you need to stop putting effort into things that aren't putting effort into you. And maybe you need to conceptualize a new beginning here for you. And you need to stop supporting something that's not showing up there in the fun manner or in that energetical space that you're at. I like the Magician upside down in your case, showing up here at the end of the read. I don't think that's anything to worry about, because a Magician is a manifester regardless. Whether he's upside down or not, he is the Magician. Okay? Now, I don't like doing upside downs and things like that, but this deck is the best when you have the upside down and upright. And I like this guy showing up in your read because it's saying that whatever you're manifesting, how you used to manifest is going to change for you in the month of September till October. You're going to start manifesting things that are fun in the relationship arena. Because the fun, then the passion comes in, the cups come in. And I do feel like fun is an intricate part of relationships. And especially like if somebody's like far away right now and it's not fun, I'm sorry, it's not going to happen. I don't think so. I think what's close to you, what you're able to manifest, what's feeling good to you at this moment is going to be able to manifest a lot better for you. And I think you learned that lesson in October. And the reason I say lesson, well, that's what I was hearing, that this is a lesson for you, Taurus. It's a lesson for you in fun, which isn't that hard. And I do feel like spending time with your friends and, maybe helping friends that are sick as well, I feel is going to be good. It's going to bring you some balance as well. Okay, Taurus, well, this has been your read. And so I hope we manifest fun things for the rest of this month into October. And I will see you again soon. Bye, Taurus.